All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Mike 51, Mike 51. They're going to need some therapy after this.
And to give this time to the tailback. Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
He's crashing.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. Let's kill.
It's going to be a long day. That's going to be a long day. 29.
Wentz going to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And he'll give it here to his running back. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And this time not quite to the 30, it'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing is Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there for Detroit, and even 40 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. And his kick is good. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Let's go.
At their own 27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Hey, kill. Hey, Ford, kill.
From midfield, here's Wentz. To the left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Wentz to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your team? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Tackle that time by Sidney Jones.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the run, now Stafford going to throw. James has got it. Complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
Here we go.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there.
Set. 260. Hurry.
On first down, Stafford here. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Protection's certainly going to need to be a bit better. Here on 2nd and 16.
Set. 20.
Drop deep, drop deep.
53. Ready.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. To throw, it's Wentz. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, 78 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
218, chop it.
Let's go, defense. Hey.
5-7.
Man up, D.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Go. Ready. 3-5-7. Switch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Watch out.
Kill.
Into the red zone. Wentz eluding the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now it's Stafford. It's caught. Jones. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be taken at the 10. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out?
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for touchback.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Point after here coming up. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
32.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that's knocked away and incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now they try the right side here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Stafford now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Derek Barnett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing is Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. It doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Slam. Hey, empty.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
You know that old expression, just not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at 35. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
280. 59.
So don't say nothing.
59. There you go.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw is Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. They snap it to Stafford. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford, he'll get this into the hands of Travis Fulgham. A first down there on a pickup at 25. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To try again after the sack. Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep getting.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Fletcher Cox has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for Detroit. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. So we got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
51, Mike 51.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it